The Extraordinary Life and Times of Millie J. Colvin.
Welcome to the celebration of Millie Colvin's life. My name is Alexis Graziose, and I'm the daughter of Claire Colvin. I live in San Rafael, California. Millie was born April 20th, 1927, in Thomaston, Georgia, the only child of J.C. Jones Jr. and Mary Claire Zorn Jones. Grew up in Thomaston and always loved music. She began playing piano as a young child. In the 6th grade, her parents gave her an accordion, and for several days she would serenade her family and neighbors with her squeeze box. She loved being a cheerleader during her 4 years of high school. Her father used to watch her cheerlead on the sidelines and brag about her to anyone who stood next to him. She was valedictorian of her class of 1944. The summer after Millie graduated from high school, her father died unexpectedly. That same summer, she and her mother took a trip to Clayton, Georgia, a small mountain town. They had been there on a couple of occasions in the past, and there, as fate would have it, she met Cal Colvin and loved him for the rest of her life. Grandma continued her education at Agnes Scott College in Decatur, Georgia, with a double major in music and English beginning in 1944. She and Cal continued to date. She would take the train frequently from Atlanta to visit Cal while he was a cadet at the Citadel in Charleston.
My name is Holly Colvin Herring, and I'm the daughter of Cal Colvin Jr. I live in Denver, Colorado. Grandma and Grandpa Cal married in 1949 and settled in Holly Hill. Grandpa Cal went to work at the family business, the Holly Hill Lumber Company, where he had many achievements at the lumber company and in the community. Grandma spent the next years raising her 4 children and being a mainstay of the Holly Hill community. She was organist and choir director of Holly Hill United Methodist Church for 36 years. For 15 of those years, Grandma was superintendent of the children's department of the Sunday school and conducted the annual vacation Bible schools. She also taught the ladies' Sunday school class for 30 years. Grandma and Grandpa Cal would enjoy all the rigors of family life, including school outings, extracurricular activities, and family vacations, including time at the Colvin Family Beach House on Isle of Palms. Grandma was a charter member of the Ivy Garden Club, founded in 1949, and served 3 times as president of the club and many years as secretary. In 1970, Grandpa Cal and Grandma established Holly Hill Academy with a bar and raisin where the entire town pitched in to build the school. Grandma taught English and public speaking until her retirement at 86 years old. She was also the school librarian, guidance counselor for college scholars, advisor for the school newspaper, and director of the Holly Hill Academy Double Sextet. In 1971, Brigitte Briggs-Spelda moved from Germany to live with the Colvins. Tragedy would again strike Grandma on March 27, 1983, when Grandpa Cal succumbed to cancer and died at the young age of 56. Grandma would pick up the pieces after Cal's death. She was elected president of Holly Hill Academy. Up until her death, she remained active as chairwoman and president of Holly Hill Academy. Approximately 2 years after Grandpa Cal's death, Grandma became reacquainted with an old friend from the Citadel, Mr. George M. Rooks. He and Grandpa Cal were classmates at the Citadel. George's wife had two passed, and Grandma and he discovered their shared interest of family, church, and world traveling. They would spend the next 29 years together until George's death in 2013.
My name is Millie Colvin. I'm the daughter of Bob Colvin. I'm from Houston, Texas. My grandmother loved to travel with both Grandpa Cal and George. She visited all 7 continents, all 50 states, and approximately 65 foreign countries, and kept detailed journals of her travels.
Hello, my name is Jeremy Colvin. I'm the son of Bob Colvin, and I live in San Francisco, California. A favorite extract, particularly apt as we celebrate her life now. Grandma loved this quote from Thornton Wilder, taken from The Bridge of San Luis Rey. There is a land of the living and a land of the dead, and the bridge is love. The only survival, the only meaning. I'll also be reading this quote from Jack London that Grandma Millie always loved. It exemplifies her passion for life and the joy she brought to so many of those around her. I would rather be ashes than dust. I would rather that my spark should burn out in a brilliant blaze than it should be stifled by dry rot. I would rather be a superb meteor, every atom of me a magnificent glow, than a sleepy and permanent planet. The function of man is to live, not to exist. I shall not waste my days trying to prolong them. I shall use my time. And use her time she did. Grandma Millie was a mentor and friend to all. She opened her heart and her arms to everyone around her. There was always room at her table for anyone who wanted to stop by. I'll never forget the little moments. Playing solitaire after Christmas dinner, exchanging closely guarded recipes like her favorite famous cheese biscuits or oyster dressing. Grandma was a shining star, and she'll continue to shine in our hearts and mind.
Grandma always claimed to have the best life and to be loved by two wonderful men, Grandpa Cal and George, and to have a rewarding career and exceptionally happy home life.
Mom, we will love you and miss you so much until we meet again.